Hey guys, it's Drew here. I've been around for a while, but that's okay. Been at university and really enjoying the process of learning and exploring, even learning things that I have thought that I knew before and expanding on the things that I really need to focus on. So today I'm going to be making a video, an introduction video to a new series that I'm going to be starting today, and it's going to be on Tuesdays because Tuesdays are a good day for me. And I really like the Top Deck Tuesdays videos that I did, and I've been wanting to find a way to have a relationship with my decks again because I had taken a bit of a break over the past month or so to kind of get used to university and assessments and workload and projects because I have a lot of research projects on the go for 3 classes and lectures and all the do's that you do when you go to university, and coming back to sort of really what I want to focus on, the genres that I want to focus on. And so tarot plays a huge part of my life within the context of personal development and how I use it with journaling, meditation, astral, dreaming, things that I haven't really made a great deal of time for, but I have made time for over the past month as well. But it also plays a very large role in how I work creatively, how I outline, where I get inspiration from when I feel like I need that kick in the ass. I work very well with prompts, so part of my practice, daily practice, regardless of whether I'm working on a novel, short story, or just in general, I want to develop that part of myself again and expand on that. And so I was coming up with an idea of how I could do that. And I came up with Tarot Date Tuesday. So, Tarot Date Tuesday will be me picking a deck for the week. And I got these stones for my birthday. And there's a whole set of them. And that little light is probably just a light or a candlelight reflecting. But I got these stones and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with them. I knew that I wanted to meditate with them and use them in my practice, but I didn't know how. And then when I was, listening to the universe, silent, still, relaxed, I came to the idea of using an elemental and using that elemental association with a suit to experience a week of getting to know certain cards in a certain suit. So obviously there'd be 7 days, and I would remove um, that particular suit from a deck that I'm not usually using daily, and I'm using the Deviant Moon at the moment, and a couple of other ones quite frequently. So I want to find one that doesn't always require a lot from me, but when I do use it, it is enough juice, enough dedication, and also it gives me the feeling that I'm working on something. It's not just quick because I don't want this to be a really quick thing, but at the same time, it's going to be sort of like a speed dating scenario. So my thought was, um, you have the suit, you pull out the 10 cards and the page and whatnot, and shuffle them up and then draw a card each day and spend, maybe 10 minutes getting to know that card um, without the book. Just to write down thoughts, to see not necessarily what it means to me, but to just explore that card as a character, and think about sort of scenery, think about the tone and the color, think about the symbolism that's in the card itself. And then later on, of course, I can go on to sort of associate, in a larger journaling session or in a creative session, how I can use that card and what I've learned from it. But primarily, I want to get in touch with the card itself. If messages come up, that's fine. I think that, when I'm working with tarot anyway, they will. But it's primarily to just have a look at the picture itself. And I think this will help me in terms of, like I said, in journaling, to be able to really connect with the card much more strongly and see what I see first without. I mean, you ask a question, but what do you see? What do you really see? Aside from, the question in your head. So for example, I say, what is my next move? That's the question. I have the question ready. Then I look at the card. but I just specifically look at the card. I look at the character, I look at the scene, I look at what they're wearing, and then I write down notes, and then I go on to the question and I put those two together. And it's also, it feels like a really great way to one, develop a practice of writing and a practice of gathering up what I see in my head. Because as a writer, as a fiction writer and a non-fiction writer, um, being able to take notes and pay attention to what I see and what I feel and my responses is really important to be able to create something that my readers are going to be able to identify with, and not in such a way that I have to draw it out in like 17 pages or something like that. So, and also not the exposition, because this is about looking at something. And I think this is going to be really interesting practice for me. I mean, I'm going to give it a week and see how it goes. And if it goes really well, then it will be a series. I think it's going to go as a series anyway. I'd like to at least have, a video a week. So for a month or so, which is a pretty good time period to see if this works. And I'm going to start with the Tarot of the She, because I always like to have conversations with these characters, and there is a lot to delve into. I mean, you can see this card already. Um, and it's nothing, like I said, it's nothing too lengthy. It's 10 minutes a day, where, even if it's also curbing that thing for me as well about being able to take everything in. It's just a snapshot, because I know I can come back to these cards at a later date. I can do this again and again and again. It's just really seeing what I see this time around and making note of it. So if for that 10 minutes all my concentration is focused on the moon, then that's okay. Just describing the scenery around the moon. But I think what I would like to do is to try and, like I said, if you imagine it being like a camera, a film camera, where we're broadening it out so you can see the whole picture and just making notes, and then we're zoning back in to focus on one thing. However, I like to leave that flexibility open to see where that goes for me. And I'm not going to show you any of the cards, because I'm going to also post a video by Avalon that I watched the other day about Australian copyright and showing cards and whatnot, because I really want to respect that. I think you can show 3% of the whole deck. So when it comes time to the end of the week and doing my wrap up, because I'll be doing wrap up videos at the end of the week, I will show you probably a couple of cards that I had the strongest connection with. I think that's a better way to do it. If you want to know what the Tarot of the She looks like, there's plenty of videos out there. There's plenty of pictures. I'm sure a lot of people already know what that is. And if you've got this deck yourself, maybe you want to join in. Maybe that would be actually great if you guys want to join in, and let me know if you do. It'd be interesting to see how people have that experience of those particular cards. So if you are doing it and if you want to join in, no pressure, but if you want to, we'll be doing the water and the cups. And if you want to do speed dating with the tarot, then yeah, join in. And like I said, 10 minutes a day. I'm sure you all can fit 10 minutes a day in. I know I can. It just means juggling a few things and, making a dedication to my practice and creativity as a whole. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.